program, request you all kindly take your seats. Given the lovely season outside, a warm welcome is what we all need. Welcome friends to Open Minds. Open Minds is brought to you by TEN, the Entrepreneurs Network, and KYT, Know Your Town. It is envisioned as a platform for entrepreneurs, professionals, and individuals who aspire to express and share ideas, leading all on a continuous journey of learning. And we have a spectacular guest to hold that beacon for us today, Mr. Shirish Deshpande, the CEO of PIPPL, that is Pan India Pariyathan Private Limited, popularly known as SL World, Water Kingdom, and Downtown SL World. So, this Open Minds is, as I mentioned, a collaborative effort brought to you by a networking platform which is in existence for the last 6 years called TEN, the full form of which is the Entrepreneurs Network. As the name suggests, the platform has been set up to support, promote, and develop entrepreneurs, whether established or budding. For the last 6 years, the Entrepreneurs Network has been providing activities, designing activities and events around this theme of supporting entrepreneurs. And being a founder secretary of the Entrepreneurs Network, it's a proud fact for me that we have made efforts to cultivate our members on the transformational journey, way above the transactional journey that any entrepreneur or a business person would look at. To know more about TEN, I would request Hitesh Panchmatia to please help us with an audio-visual, a short audio-visual of TEN, which would put things in perspective for us as an audience. Thane, Maharashtra's major industrial town, fastest growing and slated to be the most happening commercial hub. Over the last decade, Thane has grown from a small suburban town to a large, self-sustaining metropolis. Proximity to the financial capital of the country has extended ample opportunities to Thane for becoming one of the richest districts in Maharashtra, with potent factors like a well-planned infrastructure, low cost of operations, and ample business opportunities. Thane has seen a surge in the number of business ventures in the last few years. Businesses came up in industrial areas like Wagli Estate and Majivada, as well as development in residential and commercial projects on Woodburger Road gave further impetus to the growth of business in Thane. Over the period, Thane has seen opening up of various business avenues like real estate, IT and web-enabled services, engineering, manufacturing, fashion, as well as art and entertainment. With growing opportunities and upcoming business ventures comes the growing need for business networking to learn, explore, connect, and share avenues for mutual growth. Welcome the Entrepreneurs Network. The Entrepreneurs Network, popularly known as TEN, was established in the year 2010 with the intent of providing a platform for entrepreneurs to share experiences, learn from and educate fellow entrepreneurs, and generate business opportunities for mutual growth. Our motto, connect, breakthrough, prosper. TEN is a platform for entrepreneurs from different business fields to come together. Members contribute connections, ideas, and time to help them grow. Members are rewarded with training workshops, insights, networks, and camaraderie offered by other like-minded entrepreneur members. 10 members meet every Wednesday from 7:15 a.m. to 9:45 a.m. at a pre-decided venue. The meeting is attended by members as well as by visitors invited by members. We learn about each other's business model by having members present themselves before all attendees. In the last 5 years of its existence, TEN has provided a robust platform to its members for learning and sharing through weekly meetings, one-to-one interactions, as well as addresses by internal and guest speakers. TEN, in strategic partnership with Nalanda International Management School, has brought in quality content through forums like Samanvay, a research on business of a member, and case study presentation with a mature entrepreneurial audience for objective discussions and learning. As we move ahead on this path of connecting for mutual growth, we look forward to more hands, more heads, and more hearts to come together. So if you are an entrepreneur who understands and wants to deal with the pressures of entrepreneurship in a prepared and confident manner, you should join TEN. Be a part of TEN. Connect, breakthrough, prosper. Right, thank you. So that was 10, which is one half of Open Minds. Whether it is open or whether it is minds, we'll see. The next half of Open Minds is equally, or rather a little more important, which is Know Your Town. We all know that Thane has been undergoing a transformation which is consistent in pace and stunning in its impact. Thaneites often have felt the need to evolve and adapt to the rising aspirations of their beloved city. They expect more from the infrastructure that defines their lives, their shopping malls and multiplexes, their restaurants and hangouts, their educational institutions, and their elevated roads. Against this background, Thane Vaibhav, as pioneers of news publishing in Thane district way back in 1975, are said to be trailblazers yet again, with a fortnightly magazine dedicated to the entire town of Thane and aptly titled Know Your Town. This metamorphosis follows extensive research and interaction with readers, advertisers, media experts, and the like. Embedded within KYT is the idea of creating a platform for readers to share their perspectives. And hence, KYT has brought into limelight many personalities who have overcome all odds and excelled in their vocations. And thus, KYT is on the path of weaving a fabric of belonging towards this beautiful city of Thane. So big round of applause to KYT as well. And on behalf of TEN, it's a great honor for the collaboration means a lot to TEN. Because we see the synergies, we saw the synergies that are happening, and since KYT was on, the spotlight of KYT was on entrepreneurs, and we being the Entrepreneurs Network, we couldn't escape the magic, Nikhil. Right. So the first edition of Open Minds, for which we have all gathered here, is about managing a global enterprise. What does it feel? How does it work of managing a global enterprise? And the global enterprise in discussion today is the Pan India Pariyatan Private Limited, which is popularly known as SL World, Water Kingdom and Downtown SL World. Just to set the framework for discussions that are to follow, I'm just reading out a few facts about the company. PIPPL belongs to the SL group of companies which owns and operates two amusement parks, SL World and Water Kingdom at Mumbai. SL World is the largest amusement park in the country, and Water Kingdom is one of the largest theme water parks in Asia, both located on 64 acres of land. Since the last 26 years, SL World has been responsible for setting a benchmark in the amusement park industry in India. The Island of Fun is located on the coastal Gorai village in northwest Mumbai, a scenic setting injected with wholesome thrill and entertainment. The 42-acre complex boasts of over 57 attractions designed for entertainment for all age groups, perfectly justifying the title of being India's largest amusement park. With time, SL World has evolved and added fantastic elements such as shock and drop, top spin, monsters in the mist, ice skating ring, bowling alley to name a few. The amusement park is a favorite for school and corporate picnics. With all the fun and frolic, it is ensured the safety of visitors is not compromised. An amalgamation of thrill, fun, entertainment and pure happiness, SL World offers it all. With conventional leisure trips, gatherings, school trips, or an impromptu visit, the park has entertained over 20 million visitors till date. I'll allow that figure to sink. 20 million visitors till date. Water Kingdom offers over 30 attractions spread across 22 acres of clean fun with 90 lakh liters of water. World's largest wave pool is spread across 100 meters with cool blue water and lush gardens. The mega attraction is the lagoon, India's largest aqua play pool. Spread across 30,000 square feet, the lagoon is a perfect family play port suitable for guests of all age groups. Golfer's Lagoon is recently launched and is another major attraction in the park for toddlers. Other well-known slides and attractions at Water Kingdom are Water Coaster, Drifting River, Mamma Mia, Aquadrome, Black Baron, Elephant Safari, Serpent Safari, and lots more. With the framework now set as to what the rest of the evening is going to be, and I am now very proud that the inaugural session of Open Minds is being graced, as I said, by a spectacular star himself, Mr. Shirish Deshpande. I request Ravi and Nikhil to kindly escort him to the podium, and as they are coming, I would like to read out a brief introduction of Mr. Deshpande, which will help us understand him in a better way. Mr. Deshpande is the Chief Executive Officer of Esselworld and Water Kingdom. He is a veteran of the entertainment and amusement industry with nearly 16 years of industry experience. He is also the second Vice President of Indian Association of Amusement Parks and Industries for the year 2015-16 and 2016-17. Mr. Deshpande started his career in 1983 with one of the leading pharma majors, Maybecker Pharma Company, presently known as Rowan Polnick India, as a sales medical representative, and very soon got elevated to a senior position based on his zest and passion for sales. After his stint in the pharma industry, he continued to work as sales and marketing professional with multinational companies such as Kodak and Milton Plastics Limited, where he proved himself by taking the company sales to a spectacular level with some innovative and unique initiatives. Moving ahead with his illustrious career, he then joined Esselworld in the year 1997 as a Deputy General Manager, and within a short span got promoted to Vice President Sales and Marketing. Mr. Deshpande was instrumental in the launch of Water Kingdom, the relaunch of Esselworld, and Esselworld's brand extensions into hospitality and family entertainment centers. His vision is to take Esselworld and Water Kingdom at par to an international amusement park and offer a complete family getaway solution to customers. After spending 8 years, Mr. Deshpande decided to broaden his career horizons in the field of hospitality and joined the Oberoi Group of Hotels as Director Sales. Since the passion of the entertainment and amusing industry was running in his veins, Mr. Deshpande decided to end his stint in the hotel industry to return back. And in the year 2008, Mr. Deshpande came back to Esselworld and Water Kingdom to handle key service areas and manage the affairs as the CEO of the company. Mr. Deshpande has expanded the reach of the brand into retail with the launch of Downtown Esselworld at Seasons Mall in Pune, a family entertainment center with a unique product mix which will cater to all age groups. His vision has brought together 3 unique zones: Snowtown, Cricket Town, and Laser Warriors in a compact retail format of 20,000 square feet. He is aiming to offer entertainment blended with mega-style hospitality through this project. I would request Deepak Kapoor, the founder of 10, the Entrepreneurs Network, to welcome Mr. Deshpande by offering him a bouquet of flowers as our gesture for accepting our invitation and spending his precious time with us. And Deepak, I would request you to please pick up the other bouquet as well. Because equally important, or rather more important, is Mrs. Anuja Deshpande, who is in our presence. If you could please offer her the bouquet of flowers as well. Please walk to the lady, Deepak. The woman's strength cannot go unacknowledged. You would agree, sir, won't you? Right. Yes, sir. अब माहौल बन चुका है. We have set the mood, and we are now in the mood to actually have a rendezvous with Mr. Shirish Deshpande on managing a global enterprise, and facilitating this for us is the managing editor of Know Your Town, Nikhil Balal. I hand over the podium to you, Nikhil. Please help Deshpande sir to open his minds for us so that our minds get opened by the end of the session. Thank you so much.
A very good evening to all of you. Myself, Nikhil Balal, the managing editor of Know Your Town. Many of you know Thane KYT very well. It was started by my grandfather. So, Know Your Town is the English magazine of Thane KYT itself. On behalf of TEN and Know Your Town, I welcome you all to the first edition of Openminds. Today we have with us a very special guest, as Sandhya has introduced, Mr. Shirish Deshpande, who is the CEO of Openminds. From a simple medical representative, he has reached to become the CEO of India's #1 amusement park. So it's very hard to believe. It's a fairy tale for all of us, and that is why all of us feel that you are not just SL World, but you have excelled the world. So as Sandhya has already requested, I request you again to open up your mind, because we have a bunch of budding entrepreneurs, including me. So it will be a very life-changing experience for all of us for next 40 minutes. So as I mentioned that you were a medical representative. So earlier you were a medical representative and now a very successful CEO. So tell us, what has been your prescription for success?
Actually, there is no, to be very honest, no fixed prescription per se. Because the way you think, generally you can go along with it. Okay, and as you get evolved everywhere in personal life, professional life, you keep on changing your goals. Okay. So being medical representative, I may not be having many goals, because I was plain graduate at that time. I never thought of MBA also. But I could definitely say evolvement, or evolve rather, was a part of my, could be, being here, because within 3 years or 4 years I realized I must do my masters. Then I did my, because at that time there were only few institutes like Bajaj and NMIMs, and then IIMs of course. There was no question of getting into IIMs because of the basic and the fundamentals graduation. But then I could get into NMIMs and I did my masters. Okay, that was the first path breaking as a qualification per se. Only qualification may not help or does not help. You should have another thing with if everyone must have seen or heard about the Who Moved My Cheese. Okay, and believe me, that small book of I think Derek Randall. Okay, I don't remember the exact name. I will be wrong also. But I have it. That helps you a lot. Okay, I think everyone should keep an eye on what are the things going around you. Okay. Whether you are, it may be in your business also, in your personal life also, whether are you in the right position, are you getting the right perspective, are you getting the right opportunities and all. So I was very alert for that. Okay. So after 5 to 6 years into medical, I thought there may not be much I can do here, okay, because I am not a job hopper per se. So after 7 years I left it because I thought I think I should stop here. Then I could get into Kodak. Same I did from assistant manager to rose to the regional manager. Then from there I went to the national level, and then opportunity came once. Again I sensed that either I may not be able to deliver what I want, or organization may not be able to give what I want. Either it's not that only I am not demanding position. Sometimes organizations are demanding position. Sometimes your market is demanding position, and you may not be able to give what the organization wants. So I thought, let's try somewhere out. And then I got an opportunity with the amusement park industry, and I think that was the right thing for me. Because then I leave that line, ऐसे लोग मैं रहूँगा मैं घर नहीं जाऊँगा मैं, and I feel that I should be completing my years here. Okay. And I just did 3 years. I went to the Oberoi Hotel as a director because we are coming into 5-star. Okay, huge 5-star property is coming in the next 2 years, and that will be the destiny. And so I went there, and again came back to Excel, and I'll be not thinking of leaving it. So that will be the journey, that will be the thing. So hard work, mark your areas, what is going on around. Definitely everyone should track the competition. For us, the competition is the subordinates, the colleagues, the company is growing, how is someone is coming in the position. For the job people, for you guys maybe something different. So that could be the reason that I could, and kept on changing myself. So evolve is the word which I use. Thank you.
So we would like to know, like, how should one evaluate oneself? Like, how should one diagnose oneself that he's suitable for this particular job or he's suitable for this particular business? Because in your case, till now the journey was like you were selling products and now you had to sell concepts. So how different it was?
It was largely a lot of difference there, which is concept selling, and I never sold concept before joining SL. But my fundamentals of sales and marketing were in place. Okay. So I believe that everyone here is, you said, as Sandhya ji said, that there are budding entrepreneurs. I think there are more than budding, everyone seems to be entrepreneurs here. Okay, so I need not to be told the basics. But whenever you get into the job or any perspective, okay, you should be perfectly understanding. Okay, and then go along with that. That will be the main thing about it.
So after joining SL World, what were the experiments done by you to make SL World reach that pinnacle of success?
I was very lucky in case of SL World, because when I joined SL World in 97, there was only one channel, that was Z, and Z belongs to us with SL Group, and there was no much competition under the channels per se. There are hardly Doordarshan channel, and SL, there is Z, then Z had EL channel, if you remember it, like some people must remember that they launched EL, and there was one more. So to break the clutter of the communication was not a difficult task. Today's every entrepreneur here must be having a most difficult task to how to reach the customer. Because there are 300, stickiness to the channel is most important. And so expensive that getting into, if like many people may ask, lately they are not seeing the silver ad. This year we have done it, okay. But to which to select channel, where to reach, which is your target audience, and what is the cost. 10 years back it was very easy for me, okay. One of the best commercial was in place. One of the new product was coming known as Water Kingdom, and 2 powerful channels were with me. So that was one of the things which SL World kept on getting the heights, and Water Kingdom kept on getting the heights, and I think that is the reason that it was, I could change the thing, only a different type of communication, and that was the reason. There are a lot of course, experiments which we kept on doing on the way.
So any one which you can elaborate, which you recollect probably, which you would like to share it with all our entrepreneurs? Any one specific?
So there are many, okay, so specific, there are many, okay. Okay, one classic example I can give it to you for advertising, if you say. Everyone must have seen the, on the taxi, black and yellow, those days, 97. SL1 and Water Kingdom logo. Every taxi will have SL1, Water Kingdom and Vashi. Okay, if you remember around 15 years back. And it was a story of 1999. Okay, Water Kingdom was just launched and I was coming in the evening. And, I had no car at that time. I had a car that day, I was not having a car. And after one party, okay, now we can say that, of course, for the alcohol, I just got a taxi, and when I came to Mulund Cheknad, at that time you could just have to change the taxi from Mulund to Thane. But those were the days where it was just the beginning. So I asked that cab wala कि आपने पीछे क्यों लिखा है करके. तो बोलता है SL रोड, इसका मतलब है टैक्सी SL रोड वाटर किंगडम और वाशी तक जाती है, ये टैक्सी जा सकती है. तो बोला आपको भी गए SL रोड में? तो बोला नहीं हमें का तो 250 रुपये का टिकट कैसा भर रहा है करके. तो थोड़ा इमोशनल हो गया मैं भी ओके आफ्टर पार्टी एंड ऑल. So I gave my card to him. Okay. मैं बोला अभी चलो मसीहा बनो. So I gave him a card. And of course, whatever you do after this thing, I forgot next day. And there was somebody, person in office में एक taxi वाला आ गया आपको ढूंढते. I thought whether I paid yesterday or not. Honestly, so I was a bit scared. So I met him. बोला सर आपने कार्ड दिया आपको, वो क्या बोला टिकट आके लेके जाओ घर में. हमने फैमिली देखी नहीं. And I gave him 3 buses. तो सर मेरे और कोई लोगों को लेके आओ अपना टैक्सी लेके आना पड़ेगा आपको. And शाम को और 4 जन आने लगे. सब लोग आके everyone start coming and picking up their tickets. जो नहीं थे वो पूछने लगे हमारा भी टैक्सी है, उनका तो स्टिकर लगा हुआ. 4 स्टिकर अगर SL रोड वाटर किंगडम आप लगाएंगे, not Vashi of course, and you will get 3 tickets. And that become one of the if you see that Economic Times has got a best and bekar campaign, if you see every Wednesday, okay? So 1999, this got a best campaign because you have to pay if you go to the taxi route, okay, with their union and all. Now you can't afford to even go on to Meru cab or all because it's very expensive media, okay. So instead of going to the taxi union that Dick Roast or something like that, okay, the taxi started coming to us. Everyone will make sure that there are logos there and they'll take 2 tickets. So around 37,000 taxis came, and they came in July and August where we don't have customers. Okay, so it was built up win-win situation. Now the scheme is on for last 20 years. They still come in July, August. Now they put stickers and they give us 2,000. That is, they buy tickets now and they put the stickers. Well, there are few things which kept on doing a lot, which is paid us. Our advertising agencies we chose right. So everything was in place.
That's very interesting. But that was very smooth and so far so good, I can say. But I'm sure your journey may not be that smooth because just like the rides which you have in SL World, or the roller coaster and the twists and turns, I'm sure there may be a lot of twists and turns in your life as well, as far as SL World is concerned. So, can you elaborate on the challenges which you had to face, maybe in terms of administrative policies or advertising strategies, and if you can elaborate on that, and how did you overcome that?
Okay, I'll talk about advertising strategy later on the Water Kingdom. One very interesting example. But administration, yes, the main administrative strategy is 100% focused on the safety of the guest. Okay, I would like to highlight everybody. It's the most crucial of our business. Okay, rather every business maybe. However, this business requires because these rides are high thrill rides. They are not made here, and worldwide there is a trend of the accidents. Okay. So if you ask me, administration, that is the control over the situation. That is one of the things. The failures, all the short, all the mistakes. If you ask about the advertising, like the success of SL taxi, there was a very funny thing has happened into case of Water Kingdom. When we launched Water Kingdom in '98, and it was inaugurated by Balasaheb Thackeray during these days, okay, got the mileage on the channel because of his aura and all. And we 10,000 visitors for the first year. And we landed up only 218,000, something like that. We really failed to understand what to do. Everything, we could not even pay any of our suppliers. That was such a bad situation. Okay, and we failed to understand what's wrong. One of the best campaign we did it. And suddenly we thought, and we've been hearing about the people are getting skin sores and all, because the TDS of the water was very high in the initial period. Because we have a combination of the saline water as well as the fresh water, groundwater and the saline water. So there is salinity is very high when there is a high tide. Okay, and our plants initially did not work as per the requirement of the number of 500,000 liters water per hour we filter. So we first controlled that, and then we decided to do a research in what's wrong with the product. And you will not believe, our first campaign was everywhere there were hoardings, we chose those routes where the hoardings will be displayed and the print media we have chosen. Okay, and the family we have shown, however, the women in the family were on the swimsuit, that too one piece. And then everyone said advertising good, girls were good, boys were good, men were handsome, everything was good, the customers were not coming to us. Then we conducted research, and research came that at that time there was a lot of Gujarati and Marwadi used to come. Now the picture changed. Okay? And the taboo was the swimsuit. They have expressed in the research that without swimsuit you can't enter into the park. And that's why there was no Gujaratis and Marwadi visitors. We just changed the campaign, believe me. We just changed the campaign and we started writing. As we in mandatories, we write swimsuit is compulsory, that is slacks and the t-shirt for women. Okay, because Indian women is obviously, they cannot wear one piece to full job, even two piece also. Okay, so that is the thing which is, and that decision has then Water Kingdom has never looked back. So that is the major fault, and we really suffered 2 years, but one good diagnosis, good research, good consultant, good marketing agency has resolved our problem, and we could do the best.
It's very interesting actually. So मला एक प्रश्न विचारना की your legs don't pain when you walk the entire reservoir. It's so huge at times.
Now yes, after 7 years, yes, but generally not. The one round of reservoir, if you take from the outside, which takes around 1 hour and 50 minutes, something like that, and which is 8 acres circle. Okay, if you just decide to take an entire round, which covers only the boundaries, not the parking lot, not the other things. Okay, because 65 acres is only the place where the attractions are there, and rest of the land is, there must be around 10 acres is a parking and the rest of the place. But yes, I'm very happy for that.
So we heard you have tried almost all the rides of the world, like maybe Disneyland or Sentosa or Hollywood Studios, all of them. How has been the experience so far? And which one was your favorite ride?
Yes, I have seen most of the parts of the world thanks to a good job. Okay, and from east to, not east coast to west coast, I'm talking about from the far east to the west part of the world, up to Vegas. Yes. I like to go to the, I'm very scared of the circular motion. Okay, I can't sit into any circular ride. So I enjoy generally which goes like a short and drop and all. And all the rides of Universal Studio, everyone must have seen about the movies, and especially the Shark or the Terminator 3D and all. So those are my most favorite rides. So whenever I go there, I enjoy every time, like a first time, and still enjoy at the age of 50 by like 15. That's a fun. Okay, so I enjoy those rides.
So what are the corporate practices that you can recommend for a professional to practice in his own business so that he can increase his efficiency?
Okay, I would say the standard or good corporate governance practices. Okay, That doesn't mean everything I must be following, but 90% yes. Okay. I would always say that all the entrepreneurs who get into the suppose a private limited company or even a limited whatever company, they should have some good. I'm telling about the overall expectation or standards for the good running of the any corporate, big corporate. One should have a good, strong board. Okay, effective board members. That is very useful. Or if you have a good name on the board, it carries a lot of weight to the board. They advise you well. Okay, so that's why if you see most of the good or big corporates in the country will always have the name of the scientist or the name of the big business person and follow the board meetings. I'm just coming one by one rigorously. That affects a lot. So all the board members and the board together can come together and review the performance. One. Second could be adherence to the every statutory requirements. Okay. I would always suggest whatever size of your company is, okay, one must do the compliance, or because that will take you to the different level later. May not today, but definitely it will pay in a long run. Third, draw the policies about the ethical behavior, right from the sexual harassment to everything, and the top level should follow them. Because according to me, it's like a house or in a home. Finally, parents drive the culture. In any organization, at least we have around 952 people work for us. Around 1,000 people work for SL World, which is around 120 crores company. Where when there is a handful of people driving the organization, they all should have at least no compromise with the ethics, and those ethics should be clearly drawn. Okay. Otherwise, the culture getting spoiled or getting haywire will not take any time, because that should be in the robust way. And fourth is obviously the people management and performance review management. That is becoming more and more critical in today's world, because talent, the new talent, there is such a talent available in the market, and such a opportunities are available for them. So retaining the talent, because without people you cannot grow. You just cannot grow without good people. And to keep good people and to grow yourself, you should have good people. And for the good people, you should reward them well and you should treat them well. And fifth is obviously a CSR. Every company should draw about the corporate social responsibilities, and they should stick to it. So I think this 4-5 basic, but which is very important if one start. And that could be one of the things that should take when we are not into the controversies and all. Because we stick to this policies very strictly. We try.
So like any other business, even the entertainment business has also gone through various transitions. So how have you adapted to the changing trends as far as entertainment field is concerned?
Yes, every business evolves. And entertainment business is such a dynamic business that 10 years back there was no competition per se, and today there is a lot of competition. I'm sorry, talking about the competition means currently only amusement park per se. But if you talk about the only amusement park, and if you take that is a day activity, okay. So even malls, even one-day picnic spots, everything is competing us. It is not okay. If you just zero down amusement park, then so there are new parks are coming. Imagica is majorly new park is coming. Then Wet and Joy is coming, and all are major people. They are major business persons or the corporate or the people who are having the deep pockets. Okay, so the trend is changing. Like 2000, malls was competing us. Today, WhatsApp is competing us. Okay, they don't want to move out of house. The boys don't want to get on the grounds to play. Okay, and 2-3 hours they get into the grounds, and if they don't get any WhatsApp or a Facebook, they really They are scared and they don't want to come and play with us. Okay, any park. So all these modern things which are changing in the world is competing directly, because whatever is the leisure activity, whatever is the entertainment activity is competing with. But only then we go on to the it's a daily activity, hourly activity, weekly activity, monthly activity, and then we focus. Like amusement park is generally a 3-month activity or a 4 months, who stays into this periphery. Okay. So we have to focus that 4 months full day activity who can spend around 15,000 rupees and then track those activities. And then study what is going in the world. We have people who keep on visiting every year world parks, what is changing, trends are there, and then we try to bring them the country. So that is the one thing.
So as you mentioned, competition. How has been the global and the local competition for you? Because people have started globetrotting. Earlier, people hardly used to visit foreign countries, but people frequently travel to Southeast Asia or probably US, UK, where all the big entertainment houses, centers are there, just like Disneyland or Hollywood Studios or Sentosa. So how are you coping with the local competition as well as the global competition as far as Water Kingdom and Espiritu is concerned?
It's a good question. We are having a tough time. Let me admit that. Okay. Because sitting here, everyone must have traveled abroad. Okay, most of them. And going to US or going to Singapore, going to Malaysia or Hong Kong. Now, Disney has reached to Hong Kong, which is 3.5 hours flight. Universal reached at Singapore, which is 4.5 hours flight. Disney has reached last week, 16, they are inaugurated in Shanghai. Okay, so Hong Kong will suffer now because of Shanghai is open, and Sentosa Island is, so it's very accessible for the Indian middle class. Okay, so their perspectives change, their demands are changing. Their demand from SL, what is new in SL? Okay, that's our challenge. So first is when the same customer who used to come to me and who is going abroad frequently, even if they are not frequently, but let's say once in 3 years, okay, from US to Southeast Asia or Far East, okay, and they are getting an exposure and seeing the rides, they first expect from us. So we try to change as per their expectations. That is into the software or into the support of the infrastructure. When I say infrastructure, is the inside road, toilets, eating joints and all. If you ask me, still my eating joints are not good into SL World. But we are changing every toilet, every facility, public utility facility, roads have changed, footpaths have changed. So that is the major thing which they expect from us. Second, guest service, customer service. Okay. Their expectation goes far up when they generally go to centers or any park. Okay. For especially from HK Disney or Universal Center Zone. So that is the second focus area which we have to focus to improvise the destination and the service. And third is we call it the hardware, that is the actual rides and attractions. So we have made sure that we will only buy these rides which will only compete, like there is only one tower, shot and drop. In India there are 2 towers, one is a 30-meter ride and ours is 55-meter ride, and I am directly competing with Malaysia, that is 50-meter ride. So when we got the shot and drop, we got 55-meter. Then the latest introduction is a top spin ride. Top spin, till Asia no one has it. We got it from Europe. And we study now, not only India I have to compete, I have to compete to these markets also. And so has Imagical also invested. So there was this study, they know that only this customer will pay 2,000, they know what is going in the world. So customer is not fooled. So that's the way we keep it on eyes and ears open, do a lot of deep diving, do a lot of testing, market research and all this.
So I'm sure many of you here would be curious to know, like many parks are actually making losses. They are in huge losses. Like the sources from the industry tell us, like one of the popular parks is also out for sale. When such is the scenario, how is your amusement park so viable and making profits?
It may be a first mover advantage. Generally, you are, if you ask me about without taking the name, if you ask me that other parties are making loss because of the capital investment is very high. Okay. This business is very capex oriented. Okay. Lot of capex, lot of capital intensity into the plant and machinery. And if you consider the land, the returns are very difficult. For us, we have acquired the land in 1983, okay, and we started park in 1989. So the land price during those days, if I take these are the returns, then it will never break even in life. Okay, so that's the major thing with land and with heavy capex driven industry, and that is the reason because one simple example of this: if any ride, my short and top ride, it's a 35 CR after installment. Okay, cost of bringing, cost of installation, input duty and all. Let us say 1 million ride, if you go to purchase in US, example, okay, or all the ride market is dominated by Italian manufacturers, German manufacturers and American manufacturers. Okay. So I will get the same attraction, let's say at 1 million. By coming here it will become 40% duties and then installation. The same ride, if installed in Germany, 1 million only, but their ticket size is of $50. Okay, and after 25 years, my ticket price is, let's say, $20. After 25 years in the market, I meagerly charge around $17 to $18, and imagine I could only draw around $40 or $30 after investment in thousands of crores. So that is the main challenge because we still can't draw a big ticket price. If you don't put into big ticket price, you can't buy the expensive rides, and that's a vicious circle. So we, because of our land, which is brought 30 years back, we could do, or we could survive, or we could sustain, or we could grow. That is it.
So what value proposition a professional should bring in a promoter-driven business environment? What would you suggest?
Even promoter-driven is the only one popular. It's a private limited or a small company which is a proprietary. Promoter is a proprietary. Because any company is a promoter-driven. It can be a private limited, it can be a limited, but it's a promoter-driven. Okay, so very well. It's a proprietary company.
Yeah, proprietary company.
Again, I told like they can definitely stick to their good practices like statutory compliances so they can focus on their growth because you don't have to take small internal things, you don't have to put out guys and all those things. So stick to that. So have a broader vision to grow, get a good manpower, and see keep your eyes and ears open to the competition. Okay, you don't. If you say that if you are selling a nail or if you are into transport business, what will change transport? Okay, means alternative mode to the transport. And those changing trends, one can keep eye, one can look at those or track it, and that can be one thing to sustain and grow.
So like any in business, like customer feedback is very important. Definitely it is important in your field also. So we heard you have a very different and a very innovative way of taking the feedback and also making the changes or rectifying the problems. Can you elaborate on that and how important it is for any business?
We have strict feedback. We have given a daily 2% sample forms need to be collected. Means if today I had 1,200 guests, both the properties, Silver Water Kingdom, Pune downtown is different. Out of 1,200, we should get 2% feedback forms. The feedback form will have typically where you have come from and all this standard format. That is one. We track it, and every weekly we do that review. And every month we do a ghost review, or you must be knowing about the what is called, we call it the ghost review. So a person with the agency which we appointed, Okay, and they visit on any of the busy day of the month. Generally, first 2 Saturdays Sundays are busy because at that time you get salary, you get money into the pocket. So first 2 Saturdays Sunday, there are a lot of visitors, and at that time they go, they buy ticket, and they visit to the last time where we have scored less, and they submit us the report. That is helping us, and that is, I would say, even if you are into B2C or B2B business, whatever business you are, kindly take. I'm not here to preach or teach anyone about their business, but focus on customer feedback, focus on telltale signals. You must be aware what are telltale signals, because indirectly or directly, customer tells you off. Never ever think of the lost customer is because of he could not afford us. Think there must be something different why he has left us. So we are very sensitive, although we are not all the time successful, but customer is everything, and then we do 3 types of research, monthly and daily.
So many a times, like the rides are meant to entertain, but many a times, like we have seen, or rather we have also experienced, that the rides sometimes frighten you instead of entertaining you. Have you got such kind of feedback from any customer any time?
See, this is known as a secured scare. This category comes under you are knowing that you are entering or you are going down and going to go down, but you are not going to fall down. Okay, understand that. So that comes as a threat. When you know that you are going to have the fun, you are going to have a scary feeling, but you are not. There is nothing will happen to you. So that turns into threat. So generally, guests or a young guest enjoy thrill. Sometimes when the ride goes up, some women who are scared of the height, they start shouting. They raise their hand, man or a woman, anyone. At that time we stop. So there is one ride known as a thunder. Okay, it gives a 360-degree turn. So many puke out. Okay. So someone if really fails, then we stop the ride. We take them out. Okay, but it happens. And there is a one ride which is known as a monster in the wind, which according to us is scary ride. So some women come out saying, "Oh, it is so scary," and some people say it's a comic ride. So again, the different perspectives, and we then feel we thought of to make this one of the most scary ride, because Halloween is that type of rides are very famous in the world wide. So we tried to make it, and some of the women have shouted in that dark room and jumped out of the car when the monster comes to close. But someone catches that monster, and it finally goes to our bosses. Okay, because it's a total electronic equipment, and they get scared or they get angry and they just hit it, that monster, and it goes. This type of. Some people, yes, they get scared.
Sir, as we mentioned earlier in the interview, the famous jingle like "Nestle World में रहूँगा मैं, घर नहीं जाऊँगा मैं," we have all grown up hearing that. How did this hit you, basically?
No, it didn't hit me. I am not the person who has created that. Okay, this jingle is created in 1993 when Z was launched. Okay, Z was launched. In 1992, Z was launched by Subhash Chandra Ji. And 1993, this was made by, I think it is made by Ambience Darcy, Ashok Kurian. Okay, am I right? It's made by that. Okay, so it's a 1993 commercial, one of the best commercial. Still, people say that there is a lot of recall value for it. Whenever we do away without that, the research says we do. When we do it, the research says that now it is outdated. So really confused. So now we got away with it. Okay, I keep on fighting with my agency daily on that with the new commercial, whether they do some compromise, but still I'm not able to break the ice whether we should have that or whether we should not have that. But yes, it's strongest recall value maybe after Nehru or before Nehru. Okay.
So this jingle, like we know it, like we have grown, like my father or my elder brother has grown, but my elder brother, or if I see the younger children, actually they have totally forgotten about the jingle, or rather they don't know about it. So what endeavor, like what efforts are you taking to connect with them?
That's why I said, see, in marketing languages, there are 4 types of generations. We are the mid-time generation. We were born between 1947 to 65. 65 to 80 are the generation X. Then 83 to 2000 is generation Y. Those who are the marketing, those here must be knowing that. And 2000 later are known as the generation Z. We are facing this challenge of Y and Z because they are between the 20 to 40 or rather 18 to 25 years of age. And they don't have a connect. So if they don't have a connect, then whether we should go back because my age group or you may be having a connect, but how many times now you are going to the amusement park? So we may do away with GB. So that is the decision we have taken. So now next commercial may not have our SRO.
So there are many innovations taking place in the world of entertainment. Like we had 2D, 3D, 4D, 5D, then we have 6D, 7D now. Virtual reality has also become the talk of the town. So what are the innovations that have taken place in SL World or Water Kingdom or Downtown which you would like to tell us?
I told you that SL World evolved and we kept on adding the new rides, we kept on adding 3D rides, we have added 7D. Water Kingdom is the only where we have every 3 years we added one airport where the family plays, okay, because still Water Kingdom is a leading position irrespective of coming in Kopoli, Magica or even in Lonavala because it's designed differently. But Pune, yes, Pune is a beautiful new concept which is known as FSC, Family Entertainment Center, where we have the snow and ice skating. It's not ice skating, it's a snow town. Okay, and then there is if anyone aware of the Smash, latest the Smash was introduced first, the cricket lanes, where you actually play with the bowler. Okay, there are bowlers are nominated. Let's say if someone wants to do a practice, someone is a cricket lover here, then you have to just go choose a bowler, let's say Del Steyn. Just choose Del Steyn and his 1 million deliveries, not his, all the cricket players which we have chosen are stored into the computer. So when the Del Steyn is, once you choose Del Steyn and the level, okay, you have to choose the level, it's a beginner or a player. So if you choose that in that pace, in that speed, he will bowl. And you have to actually play and the real ball will come, you have to real hit, and there are 6 sensitive cameras are there which will track your ball and then they will give you 4, 6 and all these things. We just got first time come in Mumbai and second time is come in Pune. Second is we. First leader is a Smash.
That's really good. So I can see the involvement you have in entertainment, in your work, in your job. You are so passionate about your job. And suddenly a new generation gets inducted in the business. So how do you adapt to this changing situation? Has it happened with you? And if it hasn't, then if it happens with someone else, how should one cope up with it?
New generation coming in and we are going out is very common. Okay, so you have to keep on changing your role. Now I get more into the advisory role. I don't get to do my own things. Okay, so that is the thing which one has to do after 50. Okay, to guide your guys. They will do it. And young generation can do a much better job than us. Let me tell you, at least I can say that. Youngs are super products. Okay, they know what to talk, they know what to do, and they are smarter than us. So don't interfere them, give them a goal, they will achieve it.
Is there any instance which you would like to share about, like as you had said, young are very super? Anything which you would like to?
Yeah, my marketing team is average age is 35. Okay, I'm 55 and the marketing should not go more than 35. Otherwise they cannot create a good ideas. Okay, event person is 32, 28. If event person is 55, he cannot. Okay, so there should be that job. But if engineer is 28, I may not. My engineer is 40. Because he should be experienced, he should control the rides, he should understand the ride, and he should have experience. If one wrong sound, if he senses there is something wrong with the bearing, that will not come with the young, that will come with the wisdom. And wisdom comes with the experience. And there we can't take risk. So there it's dependent on the what role. So if it is a finance, again I prefer the who are good into managing my money. We are 120 crores, so keep on getting a lot of cash. Second, engineers should be mature enough to understand the experts, but the marketing should be him. Okay. So that's the.
So here there are many entrepreneurs, and I'm sure many of them must be interested in knowing that how they can get connected with you as far as business is concerned. Many of them may be interested in serving SL World or Water Kingdom.
We are all open. Okay, for everyone who can contribute and reduce my cost by giving me a good, superior product at a lower price. Okay, so everyone is welcome. Because I want to make profits and profit will be great, but good quality with the good price. So everyone, because partnership is the only way to grow. So I'm not averse to that idea. Okay.
So I'm sure there must be many questions from the entrepreneurs. So we will take them then. I think Sandhya.
Any questions? Raise your hands, please.
Hi sir, it was great listening to you for the last half an hour. Quickly, my question, I want to know that what are the two metrics which you track maybe on a day-to-day basis? First thing when you come in the morning and you ask the boys, how did you do yesterday? What is that one question which you ask them? And at the end of the day, or you call it a day at 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, what is that one message or one call which you call your last mile guy? That how did today go? So what are those two metrics what you ask to your team?
One question is difficult to tell you, but yes, the first question, what was yesterday's business? To start with. Kitna paisa collect hua? Okay. How many number of guests? And today what is the booking? That's a morning meeting. Compulsory. If I am there in the public park, I myself attend, otherwise team attend. And everyone has to brief. If any group is coming, any special chat, special someone is coming, a lot of politicians come and they get escort and all those things. That is one. And end of the day, every night, 10:30, 11, 11:30, my wife witnessing, I can't sleep till 11:30. Today no incidents. That's the last message.
Great.
Okay. Because we are all scared till the last guest goes home. Because there are 9 ferries to fly. Okay, I run 9 ferries. I own 9 ferries. Okay, so the guests, 55% of the visitors come from the ferry. Okay, road I'm not worried because that's not my responsibility.
Yeah.
Ferry is my responsibility. And when they are into 65 acres, everything comes on me. So, no incidents on this where the guest, that's the last question of 11:30 every day. Then, okay, even the smallest first stage which we track as a major or minor first stage. That also scares us.
Great. I think we should just.
Thank you.
Any question? Anybody? Yes. Please introduce yourself so you know the background from where the question is coming.
Good evening. I'm Giselle. I have started my own. My question would be, what would be your advice? It's not a question, I'm just asking for advice. What would be your advice to a first generation entrepreneur with no IIM, no IIT and no MBA background?
Good question. See, IIT, IIM or MBA maybe only a perspective or which gives us a perspective. It's nothing to do. Today, SL Group is 80,000 crores. Okay. And Subhash Chandraji is not an MBA. Okay. So I'm not saying that is must. Okay. For the job seeker like me, it may be must. Okay. But may not be for the entrepreneurs like you. So entrepreneurs like you have a lot of idea. Faith into your own ideas. Okay. And perseverance. But faith into your own idea is the most important thing. Okay. And believe me that I could read in last 8 days a book. Okay, if I am not at all promoting here a person, the Z Factor, must read book. Okay, every new idea, new concept in this country, when the person was introduced, okay, from a rice vendor to the conglomerate chairman, how it has come. I am not saying we cannot dream of that, but believe in your own ideas, pursue your own ideas, and sometimes come back, go back. Means there is nothing wrong getting 2 steps back. Okay, in business. Sometimes let it go. It will come, it will bounce you back. That is the thing. But give the best to your customer and it will give you back. For sure.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure listening to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Giselle. Any other question? Yes, Manish.
Good evening, sir. Dinesh. Very interesting point that you had mentioned about competing with WhatsApp and Facebook. So on the lines of that, I would want to know how you are tackling that issue and getting the 6 teenagers to your property.
Good, so let them have a break-free WhatsApp session that is provided Wi-Fi. So investing 1.25 CR also. Okay, that's the decision we have taken. Okay, because we found many of the people keep on network nahi and all these things, aapke paas, and also we are providing now Wi-Fi so that we also have a Wi-Fi. Please come in our place and do a lot of advertising onto Wi-Fi and them. So they will come across with my attraction, and once they see a thrill factor on FB and WhatsApp, they will visit to me, and once they visit to you, even you have a break free for whatsoever. Okay. Because you can't, let's marry with them. You cannot fight with them. But we don't fight with the competition. Let's go with them and come up, find the solution out of it. Then you can't change.
Wonderful. Thank you, sir. Any more questions? Yes, sir.
First of all, this is Ravi. I am the food business. Thank you very much for your enlightening views, and it was quite useful. Daily, I think some 1,000 people now be visiting your property, maybe some 2,500 temporary.
See, last time I did 1.5 million per year.
Yeah. So
you get average around 4,000.
4,000 people.
But if you ask me today is hardly 800, 900.
Yeah.
Average is also 4,000.
Seasonality definitely.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So it also adds to my question. I mean, fact being that, how do you take care of their food? And how do you see the food changing habits? And do you see food as a major factor of people visiting your place? And then how do you cope up with that?
See, we have defined core value of any product. This is what is the core value, and then becomes a packing, and then third is another maybe a packing in the cap and the rest of things. Our core product at the center is the experience you are delivering the 3D. That's what we are defined a lot. But second is food. You are absolutely right. So food plays very major role into the one's day, especially Indian taste buds and worldwide also. Every amusement park has got the best food. So yes, to answer, food is a very major part of us. And your next question was how you take it?
How you are seeing the changes? I mean, how you are implementing changes in the food? Do you track the food habits of the people? Do you track the likings of the people? As you are saying, midnight, X, Y, Z generation. Would you like to change the food?
Yeah, we have taken the steps. We have a cafe coffee inside. So the youngsters keep on sitting there. We provide the Wi-Fi. So once you give a ticket, and if you don't enjoy the ride also, okay, but sit to Sicily. then we have a Domino's. Okay. So two major things we are taking care.
You have got 2,000 rupees CCD inside.
Yeah, because no, CCD is very economically priced there inside. Okay, they don't hang around for hours together in CCD. Okay, and even if you don't get into CCD, you have a 60 rupees coffee and you spend your day. Then we have a beer bar also. So we are as a changing habit, we are adapting that also. Okay, so we spend a lot on the liquor business also. But in the meanwhile, for eating habits, I am telling you, we wait for the Domino's. So we give pizzas, we give coffees, and we give burgers. That is changing. We had a McD inside. Okay, but after 10 years, we had to partner with the commercial terms. But that was a major thing which we had. We started giving nachos and tacos and everything. That is a changing habit. But we are not successful. So end of the day, what we realize is this, pizzas, burger, good coffee, and samosa and chaat. Believe me, and thali makes you or make them happy. But samosa ke siva you can't only sell this, let me tell you also. Okay. Samosa and vada pav is just selling like anything. And good profits.
If you allow me to ask one more question.
Yes, sir.
What is the difference? You said that your team is visiting worldwide and you are going to all this compound.
No, no, come. Sorry.
Your team is regularly visiting
Yeah.
various amusement parks across the world.
Yeah.
What is next? What we can expect?
From the worldwide?
No. What
For
we can
us?
expect for us? Yeah.
Okay. Because everything is changing to the virtual reality, augmented reality and all, if you are tracking all those things. So from us, next is, we are getting into the theme rights, augmented realities, okay. Because virtual reality we have, but the next version is augmented reality, that is one. And nothing to do with the entertainment, but you can expect a 5-star hotel from us in the next 2 years. Thank you.
A couple of last questions. Yes, ma'am.
We are Magesh here. We are in the business of statutory compliances, providing services to most of the corporates.
Super.
It's not a question. I just want for information, how many employees does Reservoir employ and what is the attrition rate you observe?
We have a 950 employees, and if you ask me about the third party contractual in, attrition rate is very high at the lower level. That's a challenge for all industry we are facing, because lot of amenities for them, lot of malls are coming, lot of theatres are coming. I'm talking about those lines, guest relation people. So their attrition rate is very high. Okay. Senior management attrition rate is very low, and the middle management attrition rate is 8%. So but we track it. So 3 levels.
I think it should be very high because while delivering the lecture he says 950 to employee and now he says 950 to postal employee.
Thank you.
I think one last question. 2 questions. Yes.
Myself Jitendra Vilas. I am one NGO. सर एक प्रश्न असा होता की ह्या सगळ्या इव्हेंट्समध्ये तुम्ही माणसाचे समजा एखादी प्रसंग असा काही घडला की एखाद्याला अटॅक आला वगैरे तर अशा प्रसंगात तुम्ही तिथे त्या माणसाची काळजी घेण्यासाठी काय व्यवस्था म्हणजे केलेली आहे इतर ज्या फूड जसं आपण प्रोव्हाइड करतो दुसरे डॉक्टर्स किंवा अशा काही व्यवस्था तिथे तुम्ही केलेल्या आहेत एखादा असा प्रसंग येऊ शकतो कदाचित आलाही असेल त्याच्या अगोदर तर अशी काय व्यवस्था आपण करतो त्या ठिकाणी
मराठीतून उत्तर दिलं चालेल सगळ्यांना प्रसंग आले येतात ओके आमच्याकडे फुल फ्लेश फर्स्ट एड मध्ये डिफाईन असं केलंय सरकारचा काही रूलच नाहीये पण आम्ही लीडर म्हणून सगळे रूल स्वतःला घालून देतो पण नंतर त्रास आम्हालाच होतो ओके त्यामुळे फर्स्ट एड सेंटर आमचं फुल्ली इक्विपाईड फर्स्ट एड सेंटर आहे आणि 2 डॉक्टर एम्प्लॉय केलेले MBBS डॉक्टर्स आणि 3 नर्सेस ओके आमच्याकडे 1 ॲम्ब्युलन्स आहे आणि आम्ही भाईंदरमध्ये म्हणजे जवळजवळ पहिल्या 18 किलोमीटर नंतर भक्ती वेदांता आणि 7 हिल्स ही 2 हॉस्पिटल्स आहेत तिथे त्यांच्याशी टायअप केलं त्यामुळे असं काही झालं तर प्रश्न कुठलाच विचारला जात नाही की पैसे कोण देणार फर्स्ट वी ॲडमिट पण वी टेक देम इन रायटिंग आणि त्यांना आम्ही प्रत्येक ठिकाणी लिहिलंय जर हार्टचा ट्रबल असेल तर हायथिंगला जाऊ नका ओके इट बिल्स लॉट ऑफ प्रेशर पण असं झालं तर एवढी तरी काळजी घेतलेली आहे आणि सगळे लाईफ सेव्हिंग इक्विपमेंट्स आहेत म्हणजे ऑक्सिजन सिलेंडर पासून सगळं आहे पण ते आम्ही दर्शनी भागाकडे गेलं मागे ठेवलंय तर लोकांना भीती वाटते त्याची सायकोलॉजी ऑफ द गेस्ट दे डोंट वॉन्ट टू सी दॅट वी डोंट टेल वी टू हॅव अ फर्स्ट एड सेंटर मीन्स यू आर ॲक्सिडेंट ओके सो दॅट इज दॅट टेकन केअर ऑफ
Yes, Shrikant.
Good evening, sir. I am Shrikant Deoli. Sir, as you said that you are competing on international levels. Basically, I wanted to know the Indian safety standard and international safety standard. Is it at par?
If you say my property, I will say yes because we go for a TUV certification.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And we insist on the most expensive certificate, that is TUV. You all must be aware those are engineering firms. Every 6 months we do X-ray of every single machine and arm. So as far as if I talk about SLY, yes. But me as I'm in the body of Indian Association of Amusement Park and Industries, I'm a second vice president of that. But it has not come to the still to the grassroots level, the first level.
That's what my.
So we are orienting them, okay, because it was making the short bucks, the short quick money. This is forgotten. But even though worldwide, even everything is controlled by TOE, okay, there are accidents that are happening in this industry because yes, there are accidents can happen. Touch wood, I pray to the Lord, till then there is not a single incident that happened in 27 years. And I pray Almighty it should go down like that.
Thank you. Thank you.
So it was indeed a pleasure talking with you. It was very entertaining. Trust me, sir, we have experienced all your rides in SL World, but probably this was the best ride that we could actually have.
Thank you very much.
So one more thing which I would like to point out is you are a CEO of a very established amusement park, but then we have realized that your work is not that amusing. So you may be a CEO of amusement park, but your work is not that amusing and it is very challenging. So all the best from New York Town and to you.
Yes.
And lastly, I would like to say, you are speaking so well and we all are enjoying. Like all of them are enjoying. I can see people nodding and applauding, and I'm sure they also maybe having many other questions which they will definitely connect with you later on. So as the jingle goes, SL World में रहूँगा मैं, घर नहीं जाऊँगा मैं. Probably people will now say unanimously, सरकार में रहूँगा मैं, घर नहीं जाऊँगा. They will not leave you, sir.
Thank you very much and thanks. Thank you everyone and especially Sandhya ji, Rahul ji and Mr. Kapoor who met me first at my home, okay, and of course Nikhil who interviewed me a few months back, okay. So thanks everyone. Thank you so much.
I would like to invite Rahul to render a vote of thanks. So we have a short session of rapid fire round. I hope you don't mind.
Okay, put in a very difficult situation. I can't answer, okay. My wife is there, that's why.
We'll be throwing some questions on you.
Okay.
So what if you woke up one day and you realize that you are a CEO of Magica? What would be your reaction?
I'll be very happy because I must have taken over that park. Okay. Super. Yeah.
So your favorite ride?
Short and rock.
What is the one which you like and dislike about the amusement park?
Walking a lot. You have to walk a lot.
How long does it take to walk?
Not any. This is ours is one of the modest big park. If you go worldwide, oh, you'll finally give up. Okay, let's give the 3-4 rides. And then the queues, big queues. Any amusement park has got big queues. Yeah.
If you wouldn't have been the CEO of SL World, what do you have been?
Stage actor.
Stage actor?
Yeah. I was into dramatics a lot in college. I that time realized no shades come out of it. Okay, and I gave up. But otherwise I would have been a stage actor. To be really honest.
So drama reminds us, and I think you are also movie buff. Last question, last rapid fire which I would like to ask you is, any one Hindi filmy dialogue which you can correlate with your business acumen?
No, it's pretty difficult. Rapid fire I can't answer.
कितने आती है?
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thanks. Thanks.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
And
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
It's very evident that your heart beats for family entertainment.
Yes.
I now request Rahul Arulde, the current chairman of TEN, to please come and present the vote of thanks.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thanks, sir.
Mukesh, can I just request you to please give the citation to Shirish, sir? is a citation by Walt Disney. All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. And citation presented to Shri Deshpande for speaking on the subject, managing a global enterprise on Wednesday 29
Thank you.
Honorable guest, Shri Shirish Deshpande. This is Anuja Deshpande. KYT MD, Mr. Nikhil Balla. Dear tenors and all the esteemed visitors present today. On behalf of TEN, I, Rahul Amrute, the current chairman, supported by our secretary, Pinkesh Panchmaria, and the core team, sincerely thank you all for your wholehearted and overwhelming support at the launch of Open Minds today. When our team first met Shirish sir at his residence to discuss the concept of Open Minds, it was an instant connect. Maybe our like-minded focus of doing something constructive for the entrepreneurial community got us together for this event. Believe me, Shirish sir asked us that day, why have you chosen me for the launch of Open Minds? Why not someone else from your long list of dignitaries? Believe me, without even a fraction of a second, we answered his question. We said, sir, your heart beats for family entertainment, and the fine balance of connecting family entertainment with business is what you are all about. TEN also is all about family and business. That helped us conclude that there could be no one better than you to start with. And sir, we are proud today to say that it is indeed a pleasure to have you amongst us at the launch of Open Minds. What you shared today was straight from your heart, which was obvious every minute of your chat. ऐसे मन में रहूंगा मैं, घर नहीं जाऊंगा मैं, rightly describes your commitment towards social work. After learning from your taxi advertisement campaign, we could see the innovative side of you too. Major takeaways for all of us today would be, keep reading and be aware of your surroundings. Right diagnosis of pain points can really resolve serious issues. C, there can be no shortcuts to success. People management, tapping new talent and retaining them by you being good and treating them well will take you a long way. D, do not worry too much about competition, but be prepared to face it. That's actually the way to grow. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for all your doing. I will now conclude my word of thanks with our sincere gratitude towards Shri Deshpande for sharing his valuable experiences with us. My sincere gratitude towards TEN, the core team, without whose relentless effort this could not have been possible. And also gratitude to all the visitors who made time in the busy schedule to be a part of this event today. If any of the participant wants to know more about TEN activities and its membership, please feel free to connect with Paras Shah, Pinkesh Panchmadia or myself. I now call off the day and would kindly request you all to proceed for networking or cocktails and dinner. Thank you so much.
एक्सपिरियन्स्ड लोकांकडनं असं ऐकायला फॉर्मल वेमध्ये एक वेगळीच मजा असते आणि एक वेगळंच त्याच्यामुळे एक एन्व्हायरमेंट क्रिएट होतं वेर यू कॅन हिअर देम व्हेरी पेशंटली.
कोणाला बघायला आवडेल या व्यासपीठावर त्याच्या पुढे एनी पर्टिक्युलर पर्सनॅलिटी?
I mean, there are so many entrepreneurs who come to my mind. Within Thane, there are so many people.
Yeah, from Thane there, specifically.
Mr. Bhalerao from Lab India.
Lab India, okay.
He is one of them. There is Mr. Waze, of Kilkar Waze. They don't मला आत्ता तरी आठवतात.
Okay. Any suggestions particular regarding the program?
It was very well conducted, very professionally conducted. I think मला त्याच्यापेक्षा जास्ती काय आता सजेशन्स देण्यासारखं काय असं वाटत.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. Thank you.
So personally, as an entrepreneur, I really enjoyed 40 minutes with Mr. Suresh Deshpande. It was extremely inspiring. The transformation from a sales executive to a CEO and the journey, what does it take? The key takeaway for me is continue to evolve, value your core principles, and make sure that you're ready for change all the time. Right? Stay. Who moved your cheese, right? So that's something to pick up. I think it was a very, very key message to all of us who are entrepreneurs to make sure that have faith in what you want to do, right? And continue doing what you're doing. Right. That's a key message. So I want to thank TEN. I want to thank Open Minds, and I want to thank Know Your Town, the entire team behind to arrange this, right? Heartfelt thanks to the team. We'd like to see similar kind of people coming in who would probably be a guiding light to us, right? Somebody from the financial sector next time. Right. Yeah, somebody from the financial sector. Because while we are busy making money, while we are busy growing our ideas, it's very important to make sure that somebody teaches us our finances as well. Alright, so thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Hi, good evening. I'm Sachin Karnawat. Lovely evening spent here today. Very motivating, very inspiring. I think when I'd come here, I was a little tired. I was worried that tomorrow morning I have a schedule and I would be late. But I think after listening to this session, I'm totally refreshed. And I think it's a great initiative. Let this good work be carried on. And I recommend Mr. Satish Utekar, ex-CEO of Thane Janata Sarkari Bank, to be called on this particular platform. I think he's a very dynamic leader, and his coming would definitely motivate most of us. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Parag Zuglekar, owner of a restaurant called Sizzle Desi and a professional chef for the last 26 years. This is my first time as an entrepreneur, and attending a meet like this wherein Mr. Deshpande talking about entrepreneurial skills and giving tips to us as to how to manage a business was quite informative. For me as a first time entrepreneur, this is going to definitely take me into a different league. All his tips are going to be quite useful, and I hope that I use those tips in using up in my regular day-to-day routine in my business. Thank you very much.
Congratulations Nikhil and TEN also for this initiative. विषय सुरेख कार्यक्रम झाला. आपल्यातलाच माणूस काय कशा प्रकारे मोठा होतो किंवा मोठा झालेला आहे हे बघायला आपल्याला असं वाटतं काय कसं झालं असेल, पण ते अशा कार्यक्रमात आणि अशा इंटरॅक्शन्समधनं कळतं. आणि ठाण्यात असे बरेच ठाणेकर आहेत की जे अशाच पद्धतीने मोठे झालेले आहेत आणि ठाण्याचं नाव त्यांनी मोठं केलं. ते फार्मा इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये असते, काही स्पेशलाइज कन्सल्टंट्स आहेत, काही स्पेशलाइज आपण त्याला बिल्डिंग डिमॉलिशन्स करणारे लोक आहेत. there are so many such people who are love ठाणेकर, आणि certainly will definitely like to know them, and that is what this Know Your Thanekar is. Wish all the best to Nikhil and TEN.
स्पेसिफिक कोणा बघायला आवडेल स्पेसिफिक
तर डोंबिवलीमध्ये एक शबरी सेवा समिती म्हणून ट्रस्ट आहे. गेली 12 वर्ष हे काम करतो आहे की ठाणा म्हणजे जव्हार तालुका, नंदुरबार आणि कर्जत या 3 जिल्ह्यामधल्या कुपोषित बालकं राहू नयेत म्हणून ते गेली 12 वर्ष काम करत आहेत. ते करंदीकर, प्रकाश करंदीकर म्हणून आहेत. सर आपण त्यांच्याशी इंटरॅक्शन, कारण हे मनापासून म्हणजे दोघंही नवरा बायको एक तर त्यासाठी काम करतात. अशी जी काही लोकं आहेत त्या ठाण्यात नाणी संग्रह वगैरे करणारे काही सर आहेत. अशी जर लोकं आपण बोलवली तर एक वेगळं फील्ड राहील. कारण आजकाल NGOचं इतकं पाव किंवा पेय फुटलेलं आहे की खरंच कोणाला मदत केली तर ती जाते की नाही हे आपल्याला कळत नसतं. अशी खरोखर मदत आणि जी प्रसिद्धीपासून लांब दूर आहे अशांना जर आपण बोलवलं तर त्याचा नक्कीच फायदा.